Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hotalk NBA channel. The topic I want to talk to you about today is who is the best in the West Coast of the NBA? In my opinion, and I believe that many people believe that this year the Nuggets should continue the performance of last year and win the championship again. After all, no other team could beat him last year, not even the Lakers, so everyone has a feeling in their hearts. Do you think the Nuggets system has matured and the stars have begun to understand how to play and the future will be smooth? I think it is to a certain extent. However, one thing that cannot be ignored is that this year's performance of the Golden Nuggets is not as good as last year, but the stars are now in complete form on the team. Logically, they should be very strong, but this is not the case. This season, they have lost to many teams without strong centers. Maybe the Golden Nuggets team tactics have been adapted by many teams, making it difficult for them to win. But judging from their own conditions, I think they still have a great chance to win the championship again, because if you look carefully, every defeat of the Golden Nuggets is a small defeat, and there are very few big defeats. This shows that it is just a problem of not grasping the critical moment well, or it is useless. Good tactics, etc. I believe this can be adjusted. As mentioned in the last video, I am also very optimistic about the quality of the Timberwolves stars and the overall strength of the team. Last year's failure was due to their immature organization and only relying on singles. If they can attack and defend in the past few years, they all have an effective set of tactics and will definitely be a strong team. Another newly reorganized team is eye-catching this year. I didn't think that it had such great potential. They are the Thunder. They don't have a big center, but they have two offensive centers. They use speed and height. The reaction was unconventional, and he had excellent offensive and defensive performances in many games. Although they may be inexperienced in the playoffs, this team's new style of play adds many new elements to the NBA. Furthermore, their inside line is not too bad, and they have scoring stars on the outside, which makes it difficult for other teams to defend. Of course, the playoffs are a bigger test of physical strength and size. The Thunder still lack this. They also lack a big center who can comprehensively defend. Even a forward with size can do it. This will allow them to defend better or compete for victory. There is another team, the Clippers. After they have 4 stars, they can each perform at a high level and have good offense and defense, so their current results are also improving, which shows that real stars can be integrated into any team and the combined strength is a multiplier. Increase. Taking into account that each of these teams has their own strengths and weaknesses and they are similar in strength, it seems that if they can perform at a super level at that time, they will be able to break through and complete their dream of winning the championship. Which other teams are more promising and may have a chance? I think the stars of the Lakers and Ganets are good in all aspects, especially the Lakers. They have both inside and outside players. They are a mature team and don't need to spend time getting used to it. The players all know their positions and what they should do. What? In the past few years, the Ganets had a problem with many injured stars, which led to poor results. However, this year they have a complete staff. They are a team that has been reorganized for several years and has a certain degree of maturity. If there is a super standard in the playoffs, performance or good tactics will also give you a chance to win the championship. There are also the Suns and Colts, but they feel overrated. They performed well at the beginning of the season with more wins and fewer losses, but their weaknesses were exposed by the middle of the season. Let's talk about the Suns first. They rely on individual stars, but sometimes the sum of the stars may not be the best and may become worse. It seems that they have 3 stars more than last year, but their results are still average and they have entered the playoffs. Difficulty, which means that this team may lack a lot of playing style. The problem of relying solely on star players in singles in the past still exists. The defense has not improved like last year, which disappointed many people. As for the Colts, they mostly rely on star players as their selling point. Although the ball is exciting, it is not easy to maintain it for a long season. And when the defensive intensity in the playoffs doubles, it will be easier to rely only on stars to provide key defense and win. It still depends on other factors such as the reserve strength, the quality of other players, etc. This aspect is also lacking, and many improvements are needed to win. There are no surprises for other teams this year. It can be said that many teams that are still striving to enter the playoffs have too many problems that prevent their performance from improving. Improvement cannot be achieved in a short time. Therefore, I am not optimistic about what results they can do this year. It will be good if they can maintain it. It will only improve when they have greatly improved their problems. The ones I want to talk about most are the Grizzlies and Rockets. Many people say that the reason for the former's multiple defeats is the lack of key players at the beginning of the season. This is a prerequisite for every team's victory. I agree, so it cannot be said that this team is there are some long-term problems. When the stars come back, they can still compete. It's just whether there is enough time for them to win more games and enter the playoffs. In addition, this team is on the West Coast, the competition is high and the difficulty is high. It is expected that in next year's football it would be more realistic to work hard if the team members are complete. The Rockets themselves are a young team, and I thought they would not be able to perform at this level, but they did. After analysis, it seems that the Spurs were also reorganized as a young team, but their results were very different. The reason may be that the Rockets are playing a team battle while the Spurs are only playing a one-man battle. History has once again shown that there are many teams that can achieve certain results without stars, but it is often difficult for teams that rely on a single star to achieve good results. This is the power of team battle cannot be ignored. Then the remaining Jazz and Rangers have not performed well for many years. They have no intention of changing the status quo and just maintain the operation of the team, so it can be said that there is no need to watch. The last team is the Emperors. This team is very special. It is also a typical team with a center and a star defender. Their results are acceptable because with this basic configuration, even if the star is not of a very high level and the innate conditions are established, it will not be too bad. Difference? It's the same as Yao Ming and McGeady back then. They are both good prospects, but to improve further depends on other aspects, such as the overall quality of the players, how well the team battles are played, etc. It seems that the previous Lakers, they can win the championship mainly relies on a center paired with a star defender, but their players are of good quality and are all high-level stars, and this can only be achieved when the overall team is mature. After analyzing the above points, we probably all know the key points to win the championship. Many teams in the West Coast have good conditions and can grasp the core issues. As long as they work harder and are better than other teams in some details, the chances of winning are higher. For teams that do not have the conditions to win the championship, it is recommended to solve their own conditions first before thinking about other things. They can refer to the previous Lakers duo or the Spurs Twin Towers to build their own conditions and then use tactics and strengthen team organization. With improvements in all aspects, it is not far away to become a strong team. Then there is another question, which of their teams is stronger? I think teams with big centers are still stronger. It can be seen from the teams in the past few years, especially the four major centers in the past. Teams with strong centers have easier tactics and less effort in defense. Teams without a strong center have to think hard about how to defend as a team. There will be loopholes and vacancies when there are many double teams, which is not easy to succeed. It is also more difficult to attack the opponent's inside line, which is psychologically uncomfortable. Okay, what do you think about today's topic? Please like, leave a comment, share, and see you next time.